In a shocking revelation that will surprise literally nobody except maybe Mark Zuckerberg's mum, according to a new blog post from web research specialist SimilarWeb, since its launch in July, Threads, the would-be X/Twitter killer from potential tech pugilist Mr. Zuckerberg, has lost a whopping 79% of its active user base. That said, this number may not be entirely accurate, as the team at SimilarWeb admit themselves, they're mostly basing their findings on estimates for the Android app, probably because Apple's such a walled garden nowadays. I'm amazed they even let you look at an iPhone anymore without charging a monthly licensing fee for picturing the Apple logo in your mind.
Travis, do it, go, mother. Pump and pump oil.
Oh, and also because, as I write this, the website edition of Threads is just links to the app. Okay, technically you can view a profile's threads with a direct link, but it's a 100% interaction-free, read-only page render. Meaning, if you want to do more than just look at it, be prepared to give up several standard metric privacy units of your personal data to the Lord of the Metaverse. Right, with that caveat out of the way, let's dig into some hilarious numbers. According to the researchers, the Threads Android app peaked at 49.3 million daily active users worldwide on the 7th of July. But precisely 1 month later, on the 7th of August, that plummeted by 4/3, down to just 10.3 million. Still, 10 million daily users? I wouldn't be crying if my work was getting that kind of traction. Of course, there was going to be an initial peak when the company running Facebook, Instagram and WhatsApp announced they're coming for Twitter as well. But you'd therefore also expect to see that as the journalists and the curious fall away, the true user base is revealed, and therefore the average usage time per user per day should go up, or at least be relatively consistent. But it didn't. It really, really didn't. Oh no. While Threaders spent an average of 14 minutes per day on the app at launch, a mere 31 days later, that was down to just 3 minutes.
3 shall be the number thou shalt count, and the number of the counting shall be 3.
Seriously, let's run the numbers on that for a sec, just so you can get a feel for exactly how big a shit show this really is. So, at the start, that was 49 million users, spending 14 minutes on the app every day. If every user took it in turns, that would take nearly 500,000 days to get to the end of the queue. So that's 500,000 usage days per day. Try the same trick with today's numbers of 10 million for 3 minutes, and that number plummets to a little over 20,000 usage days per day. 500,000, 20,000. Meanwhile, those who didn't jump ship, or at least kept a foot in both vessels, were still spending an average of 25 minutes per day fondling their ex. Wait, sorry, can I say that? I mean, I'm not monetized or anything yet, so presumably this is fine. I can basically just say Oh yeah, the maths, or math for those of you who do Americanese. 100 million active daily users, 25 minutes a day, carry the pi, minus a dumb weight, 1.7 million usage days per day. To reiterate, 1.7 million days per day versus 20,000. So it turns out Threads isn't so much an overnight success as it was success for one night only. Which is probably one more night than the number of nights we'll actually see him enter the ring with his nerd nemesis and jilted ex. So are you an ex-exer or are you Team Bluebird for life? Did you already move to something like Mastodon? What's it like over there? Is there anyone still there? Or are you, like me, not giving a shit about any of this, but really enjoying the show? Let's get into it in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. Please, if you haven't already, do subscribe. This is only my second video on this channel, so every single subscription makes a huge difference to how my channel does and hopefully how many more videos I get to make for you in the long run. With that, have a great one, take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.